Think I'm recording. What's up, guys? Jenna here, founder of FillYourBooks.com, and I am here with one of our kick-ass students, Allison. She has gotten, in her words, she just said, her life has taken a 180, so I had to kind of capture that, not only for you, Allison, but so everybody else can kind of see what's possible out there in our industry. So why don't we just start with, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? What do you specialize in?
All right, I am Allison Cadret. I was born and raised here in the Bay Area, and I specialize in haircutting, extensions, and keratin treatments.
Nice. When did you start doing hair?
I started doing hair 10 years ago. So I trained at one of the top salons in the Bay Area and went through their really intense apprenticeship program. I worked for them for a little while and then branched out on my own. And then, of course, COVID hit, and then I left to travel for a little while. So once I came back, I really sort of was starting over. I lost a lot of that clientele and went to a brand new salon with no reputation. So when I came to you guys, I really had nothing and no one.
Nothing and no one. No, I like that. But here's the thing. So you went on your own, I'm assuming late 2019, early 2020 then?
Yeah, literally February 2020.
Gotcha. And then, fast forward, traveled a little bit. Now we're in this salon. What kind of sparked your interest of like what was going on in your life when kind of you heard about Fill Your Books or you saw my page, whatever it was? Like, walk me through what those emotions were like and why you ended up even reaching out.
Yeah, so I've worked at really known salons with like well-known name brand salons. And I've never really had to try to get my own clients. It's all been off of reputation or Google reviews, stuff like that. So when I came to you guys, I had no idea how to find my own clients. And like, how do people know that I'm here in the city? I did not know how to work social media at all. So yeah, I was in a very low place. I was like, I can't afford this anymore. Like, I'm not going to be able to survive in this industry or in San Francisco unless I get some help.
No, yeah. And correct. And if you didn't feel this way, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I kind of first moved from New Jersey to Utah, same kind of thing. I worked at a very high-end salon, very popular, never really had to work for it. You know what I mean? And it almost is like a knife to the heart in a way, because it makes you insecure in a sense where you're like, were my clients there for me? Were they there for the salon? Did they like me? Kind of like your ego takes a hit.
It was a huge slap in the face to leave a name brand salon, and the people who didn't follow me, it was like, wow, I thought you were mine. It's very hurtful. And then it just opens your eyes. You're like, okay, so they belong to them. So how do I find the people who want me and belong to me and, care about what I have to offer and will follow me anywhere, basically.
Right. It's a wake-up call for sure. And I say that not to be like, let's get in our feels, but like if anybody else is watching this, if you're in that situation, you're not alone. But two, being able to flip kind of your struggle into your power of like, okay, I could sit in this feeling of this feels like shit for a second, but then realizing, okay, this can be kind of my rock bottom, as I like to call it. But instead of rock bottom, it's more of like a trampoline base. You're like, okay, I'm going to use this to bounce back, because now that I know what this feels like, I'm going to use this as my power almost to be like, screw this, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm a very, I am a super self-sufficient, self-motivated person. So with your program, I was like, just tell me what to do and I can do it. I just don't know what to do or how to do it. So with your guys' complete step-by-step, I mean, it's really foolproof. Like you really can't go wrong with your guys' methods. You just have to do it and put yourself out there.
I always say, as long as you can listen and follow a process, you're good. When you first joined, were you nervous at all? Like when you first got in, were you like, oh shit? Was there any point where that happened?
So scared. I was like, okay, here we go. I mean, it was like, that was all the money I had left to my name. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for this. Like, what more do I have to lose other than this point? I'm like, don't care. And yeah, so at first I was like definitely shitting my pants a little bit. And then once I got in the group and having that one-on-one coach and just like it was like you guys like hold your hand while you go through it, which I definitely need. I can do things. I'm very independent, but I'm also a child. So I do need to like coddled a little bit through.
And that's totally normal. I think we all do. We're all very creative beings, right? Which is very kind of like our brain can be going a million miles a minute and want to do everything all at once. And I think that that's something that I do pride ourselves in, is that we've created a platform in a way so that it's not kind of forcing you to be someone that you're not, but taking the things that you are and being like, we're just going to figure out how to make this work in your life so that you can do it for a long time.
Same.
So you did that. You made it work, even though it was a big, scary, hairy investment. And with that, if something is a big, scary, hairy, either investment, leap outside of your comfort zone, whatever it is, that's a good thing, because it's going to make you do the thing that you set out to do. It's like, well, now I have to do it. Like, I have skin in the game, which I think was a big contribution to all the success that you've had. So the fun stuff, let's talk about what life looks like now.
Yeah, I mean, my life has completely changed. At first, I was like crashing with my sister, commuting an hour and a half into the city because I couldn't afford to live here. Fast forward, I have an apartment in San Francisco. I can do whatever I want, pretty much. I can afford the lifestyle that I want to live, and it's not like it's not stopping. Like, it's just continuing to grow and grow. And I will forever use your guys' methods.
With your clients, like, are you able to work with the clients you want to work with, doing kind of services that are more in line with what you're wanting to do, things like that?
Yeah, 100%. Like, putting it out there that I have what I specialize in, and I've been able to attract my ideal type of clientele, which has been great. And I can be selective too of who I take and who I don't take now, because of just where I'm at. Like, I don't have to just take anyone just to get money and survive. Like, I can hold myself to a certain standard now, which is amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the biggest part, when you can have the supply and demand, right? You're the supply. When you have the demand, that's when you get to be picky. And that's what we want, right? We don't have to take all of those things. And it takes a minute to get there, right? Sometimes you got to know where you're at and you got to grow in order to get there. But now you're at that point, which is really exciting, which is awesome. If you don't mind me asking, and you can tell me no if you want to, but do you know what your biggest month was since you kind of started?
I would say, yeah, last month, I think it was 12 grand take home after tax.
And where you're like, take home after taxes? and when you first started, where do you remember what your?
I was like 2 grand.
So, I mean, hairstyle, math, I don't know, whatever percentage increase, it's a lot. I can't tell you what it's off the top of my head. But no, that's absolutely, I think it's like 100% increase. I don't know, but
probably, yeah, it's up there.
That's crazy. In a matter of, I mean, it's been a couple months. It's probably been 6 months since you started?
Yeah. I would say I started in October, but even for my first month already was a huge improvement with you guys. I can't remember exactly the numbers, but it definitely took off.
For some reason, 6 is sticking out to me. Like, I feel like it was around 5 or 6 that first month, maybe even more. But
yeah,
I mean, to put it realistically, because this is about realistic, consistent growth, right? Like, I'm not here saying go make fucking $100,000 in your first month. Like, no, that's not what we're doing. We're implementing tactics so that you can, in 6 to 12 months, quadruple, like, go from $2,000 to $12,000 with consistent effort in between. It's not just going to, you put in a little bit of work and then everything is easy.
You have to, you've got to stay on top of it.
No, 100%. And on top, and giving a great guest experience. It's not just about bringing clients in the door. It's what do you do with them once you get there?
Right. Now you have to retain them. Yeah. So you also have to just use your skills as being a hairstylist.
Yeah, 100%. If someone's watching this and maybe they're thinking about joining, or they're in a spot like that you were in October, they felt how you feel, what would be your biggest piece of advice to them?
Go for it. Like, just do it. I mean, it is, anything worth it is not going to be easy or, a little bit scary. But like, when I'm telling you, my life has completely changed in a sense of, I have made lifelong friends. I have gone on trips, journeys. Like, I have met incredible people just, because of your guys' methods. So whoever's watching this and thinking they're on the fence, jump over that fucking fence and ride till the wheels fall off, because I mean, beyond worth it.
That makes me so happy too. And that's why I really did love watching your journey, because you really did take the methods and make a life for yourself outside of what you had going on. Like you said, you were in like almost a depressive episode when you came to us, and you used
very
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna try new things. I'm gonna go like hang out with this client that came in, because screw it. And I'm like, you know what? I love that, because that's what I did. Like when I moved, when I like created this whole thing and I moved across country, I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting in my house, which I mean, I prefer to do, but it gave me the few friends that I do have, that's really awesome.
Yeah. It turned me into like a yes person. I was like, you know what? I said yes to this. It changed my life. I'm just going to start saying yes to a bunch of other things. And now, my career has taken off, and it's continuing to grow, and it's growing into me, taking on a new city and being a traveling stylist, which is something I've always dreamed of, but had no idea how to make that happen. So, I mean, just absolutely incredible things.
You're the best. You're awesome.
No, you guys are.
But if anyone's watching this and you want to be like Allison, definitely fill out an application, get on a call with someone on our team. We want to talk to you. We want to see if you're a good fit, and hang out in our community.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah. If anyone wants to reach out to me and talk to me, experience, 100%. My DM box is always open. Please.
What's your Instagram handle?
It's Hair by Allison Cadret.
At Hair by Allison Cadret. I'll make sure I put it in the description so that way people can find it, but I appreciate that. Definitely reach out to one of us. I'm at Jenna Puzio Hair. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Watch some other videos, but yeah, I'm excited to see you in the community. See you guys later.